on to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And we are back with this season premiere episode of Death Battle with Harley Quinn versus Jinx.
Batman versus League of Legends.
So we got Harley Quinn, the princess, well, depending on which version you're looking at, currently the anti-hero princess of not crime.
Well, before all of that, she was the queen pin of crime.
Yes. There's Jinx. All I know about her is she was in that very well-received Arcane Netflix series for League of Legends.
Watch out. People have been telling me to watch it. I'll be watching it soon.
So that's all I got for her. Who's winning?
So let's dive into this. Yeah, we have no idea. I would say, Harley Quinn, but until we get to see what Jinx can do and capabilities, then we'll talk afterwards. Our predictions. So let's dive into this again for Harley Quinn versus Jinx Death Battle. So here we go.
Of only being able to wear your cosplay around the house? I know I'm not, but in case you are, come join your fellow cosplayers and superfans this July at RTX Austin.
RTX Austin takes the best in podcasting, gaming, and animation and brings it all to Austin, Texas for one unforgettable weekend.
Of course, health and safety is our #1 priority. Masks will be required during the event, and we will follow city guidelines.
If you're unable to attend due to the pandemic, Rooster Teeth will work with you to postpone your badge for the following year or provide a refund.
Head over to bit.ly/RTX Austin 22 to grab your badge for RTX Austin and get ready for a weekend filled with the best of podcasting, gaming, and animation. That's bit.ly/RTX Austin 22 to get your badge today.
We'll see you in Austin, July 1st through 3rd. Harley Quinn, DC's fantabulous anti-hero.
Jinx, the loose cannon of League of Legends.
We live in a society that adheres to strict laws and norms, but these two ladies turn that system on its head with their wild enthusiasm for destruction and chaos.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh.
I like the animation style.
Born to a middle-class family in the heart of Brooklyn, USA, Harleen Quinzel had long lived a life of mediocrity. She had embarrassing parents, annoying siblings,
And a high school life that sucked. Even more than, the normal ones.
she never quite felt like she fit in anywhere. But despite this, Harleen knew she was destined for greatness.
So, inspired by a childhood crush turned psychotic murderer, Harleen spent years training to be a world-renowned criminal psychiatrist, eventually traveling to Gotham City's infamous Arkham Asylum to research the most dangerous criminals on the planet, like Batman's arch nemesis, the Joker.
But after analyzing the Joker and his horrific, unspeakable history as a homicidal clown, and Jared Leto, she came to realize
Jared
one
Leto.
truth.
The Joker was actually
Those
a
rich people
misunderstood angel squashed down by an unjust society and wrongfully harassed by that son of a bitch Batman.
This was the first of the Joker's many manipulations, leading Harleen to see a warped reflection of herself through him, culminating in her breaking him out of prison, bleaching her skin via chemical baptism, and joining him on his life of crime, descending into love like madness and reborn as the fantastic Harley Quinn.
And she was packing plenty of tools of maniacal mayhem, including her iconic hammer, electric buzzers, and bombs of all shapes and sizes, like the dreaded banana cream pie, the most evil of all pies.
She wants to get around to
What the fuck was that from?
the pogo stick, which she straps rockets to. That doesn't seem safe.
Speaking of unsafe,
Oh,
Harley's
no.
most versatile tool is her pop gun, a rotating revolver with special ammo rounds, like a boxing glove. Whoa, close one. And binding confetti. And did I mention explosive rounds, which... Oh, no. My leg is gone! Oh, no. Oh, wait. There he was. I'm fine.
My leg is gone. Oh, no.
Harley combines her arsenal with unparalleled gymnastic skills, making her far deadlier than your average criminal. She can even keep up with experts like Deadshot and Catwoman, even Batman at times. The peak human superhero that can dodge lightning and survive this alien device exploding, which obliterated multiple city blocks.
That means
I
nothing,
think
but
that's
yeah.
stretching the term peak human just a bit. But hey, he's the goddamn Batman, so
Goddamn.
we'll allow it.
Oh, God.
Unfortunately for Harley, despite her unwavering loyalty to the Joker, their honeymoon period did not last. He spent years abusing her, physically and emotionally, tearing her down piece by piece.
Then, when he got bored, he strapped her to a friggin' rocket and launched her halfway across Gotham City. Guess that's one way to say, no, it's not you, it's me.
It's me.
Bye.
Harley was left alone in the wreckage, abandoned by the one person she dedicated her entire life to.
Until fellow villain
Oh,
Poison
wow.
Ivy came by.
Healing
She nursed
Giver.
Harley back to health, literally healing her from a damaged relationship. Ivy even gave Harley a chemical concoction that granted her superhuman strength and a healing factor.
I suppose a healthy relationship can sometimes feel like your own superpower
That
in and
part I
of
didn't
itself.
Yeah, and those two definitely seem like very good friends. Wink.
With
Wink.
Ivy at her side, Harley went on to rebuild herself as a famous anti-hero.
Hell yeah.
Teams like the Gotham Sirens and Suicide Squad. She worked on developing new skills built around her own strength rather than that of her past.
Like learning to use her lifelong knowledge of psychoanalysis to manipulate her foes mid-combat.
And creating tons of her own chemical concoctions, like tranquilizers and sleeping gases that can incapacitate metahumans. She even reverse engineered her former flame's trademark Joker Venom. This deadly substance excites the
Oh, wow, I
laughter
didn't know
centers of a
that.
person's brain and forces them to laugh until they suffocate.
Harley was
Oh,
clearly
laugh
on
till they
top of the
suffocate.
world, but nothing caps off self-improvement like a Rocky Balboa training montage. So Harley went to Themyscira, of all places, to get a combat internship with the Amazon, just like her favoriteest superhero, Wonder Woman. And imagine going from bashing
Doesn't
random
mean
goons in
he'll live
Gotham
by
to
random
fighting
goons.
alongside immortal warrior goddesses.
Oh,
Became
okay.
agile enough to jump between skyscrapers.
Makes more
and
sense
from
in that
there can
episode
rip an
of the
entire
show.
palm tree out of the ground with her bare hands. Based on the size of the tree and the weight of an average palm by foot, that weighs about 600 pounds. And she can hold it one-handed, so her actual strength is probably at least twice as much.
Enough to lift a full-grown brown bear and throw it like a rag doll. Hell, her skills advanced so far, she was appointed a herald on the War World Apocalypse. You know, the planet ruled by the living embodiment of evil? Even the actual personification of the DC editorial staff likes to call her in to help with tough jams.
As the years went on, Harley surprised literally everyone by transitioning from supervillain to superhero. She partnered up with other heroes, became a psychiatrist again, and legitimately started helping other vigilantes with trauma, like Jason Todd, who definitely needed that.
In fact, the Bat family she used to antagonize and ridicule eventually accepted her as kind of an extended member of their group, teaming up with her to save Gotham from her toxic ex. Good for her. Guess we're not going to talk about when she went back to the Joker a couple times, huh?
In the end, she may be a little nutty, but you'd be mad not to love Harley Quinn.
Cool.
The world of Runeterra is a wondrous fantasy land of advanced technology, arcane magics, and legendary champions. But on its northern shores are two cities locked in political turmoil. For decades, Piltover's rich elite have exploited the undercity of Zaun, forcing workers into unsafe conditions and brutalizing the populace with terrifying police enforcers.
Oh, so like New Jersey. You could have just said New Jersey.
Until one day, a wild
Show a scene from The Sopranos.
explode onto the scene. She gave those uptight topsiders a taste of their own medicine, menacing its people with bombs, gunfire, and even more bombs. This was Jinx.
Jinx destroyed Zeppelins, Jumanji the shit out of the local zoo, and switched the street signs. What a monster! Now those monkeys will never find their way back.
Only the enforcer, Violet, could hope to stop her. But even armed with massive gauntlets weighing over 4,000 pounds each, Vi could not definitively overcome Jinx's magnificent arsenal of mechanical monstrosities.
Man, they're so evenly matched. It's almost like they're related. Anyway, Jinx can burst open birds with her trusty Zapper Shock pistol, turn enemies to Swiss cheese with her Pow Pow minigun, and blow bad guys to bits with her Flame Chomper grenades.
But Jinx's favorite weapon is her Fishbones rocket launcher. So much so, she rides it like a rocket-powered pogo stick.
Okay.
Well, that seems even less safe.
Well, don't let her manic attitude fool you. Not only is Jinx tough enough to take a hit from Braum, the guy who can shake mountains with a punch, but she's wicked smart. Almost all her gear is custom made. She's even recreated Hex Tech, funky science powered by magic crystals. Ooh.
Including her handheld teleportation device. Oh, my bad. Is that League of Legends? What a coincidence.
Oh no. Are you talking about League of Legends over there? I love that game. I got in more than 10,000 hours just in our college days, huh, buddy? League of Legends is a multiplayer online battle arena game forged in the flames of LAN parties and salty gamer tears. Oh. And as any professional will tell you, to play the game well, you need to min-max your character's loadout with the best possible items.
Yeah, and the worst mistake you can make is being new. God, it's the midterms all over again.
It's the
No,
midterms.
Boomstick, saying you're late. What are you doing in the jungle? Stop it, feeder.
Jinx's ideal loadouts include Phantom Dancer, so she can phase through objects after landing a blow.
I'd like to phase out of this conversation.
Then there's the Quicksilver
Yeah, me too.
which protects her from status effects like sleep, paralysis, and poison. This includes forced actions, which make you do things you don't want to do. Hey, Boom, you want to pop into a match with your old Teemo from back in the day? I can set it up right now.
How about we move on to Arcane before I ram my foot up your ass?
Yeah, you're in my foot up here.
So, there's more to Jinx than what the main games depict. Before her infamous tomfoolery, most people around Zon knew her as an innocent young tinkerer named Powder.
Like pretty much everyone in the Undercity, Powder had it rough. She lost her parents in a conflict with enforcers, but had a bit of luck when she joined this cool foster family along with Vi, who was, guess, her sister all along. If you're wondering what put soap in their opera, Vi was a total badass, and Powder was desperate to also prove herself to her newfound family. And then she made a mistake.
Seemingly abandoned, Powder was left in the hands of the most notorious drug kingpin around. Silco was not the father she needed, but the one she wanted, teaching her to turn her perceived weaknesses into her greatest strengths. Thus, she became Jinx.
Even when the sisters reunited years later, they couldn't fully reconcile, setting up the game of cat and mouse in the game.
Jinx was an excellent rival, able to keep up with other skilled warriors like the bullet-dodging Echo, and survive the worst of Zon's toxic environments, which can kill normal people in minutes.
So much
After a
lore,
near
so
fatal
little time.
explosion, she was also infused with Shimmer, a toxic strength and speed-enhancing drug that permanently altered her body's biochemistry.
But Shimmer's side effects intensify her prior trauma, making her much more unhinged and prone to attacking with lethal intent.
Inspiring her ultimate weapon, the Super Mega Death Rocket! This baby's been powered by both
Okay.
Hextech and its even more volatile cousin, Chemtech.
That's even more explosive! I forgot how much I appreciated the explodey options. Anyway, both Hextech and Chemtech are comparable in power to natural magic.
On par with what a badass mage like Lux is able to cast, such as Lucid Singularity, which can totally body these big old rocks.
Measuring their width with Lux's height, we can determine she destroyed almost 13,000 tons of rock
Very
from 30
powerful.
meters away.
Promotional trailers show Mega Death Rocket matching the speed and power of Lux's Final Spark, a much more powerful attack that fires a Kamehameha of natural light.
So her rocket is not only super strong, but super fast. From powder to gunpowder, Silco couldn't be prouder.
But her violent streak grew grim until the day she met a particularly explosive Yordle. Ziggs bonded with her over their mutual passion for destruction, but his was more tempered. Control. Thanks to his wisdom, Jinx learned a little bit of restraint when it came to exploding things of a more fleshy nature.
Helping her tone down the wanton violence and recover some of her mental stability, like he's some kind of feline brand Jiminy Cricket.
And despite being on opposite sides of the bridge, Jinx and Vi remained sisters, ultimately still caring about each other in their own way, even if they were at odds more often than not.
Though you better believe that when things get boring
I
and
love that
uptight,
show, everyone.
Jinx will be there to shake things up.
The two crazy bitches.
This episode is sponsored by
superhuman
BetterHelp
abilities.
Online Therapy.
Relationships
don't know.
are hard and confusing.
Honestly,
a lot
I
of
would
us
say
will
it's
drop
probably gonna be
anything to go
Jinx.
help someone we care about.
To be frank, you may go out of your way to
Or
treat
the
other
taco she
people
likes
well, but
talking
how
to.
often do you do the same for yourself?
BetterHelp Online Therapy wants to
I mean, I like Harley, but like,
the one you have with yourself.
Jinx has a lot of
Whether you're heading to
gigantic
the gym, making
weaponry.
time for your
We'll have to
haircut,
see.
or
Like I said, I
trying
think it's gonna be
therapy,
Jinx, though,
You
but you
are
see
your
you think
greatest
Jinx is
asset.
I'll go
the
for Harley.
So invest the time and
Just to
effort
split
into
things
yourself like you do for other people.
Honestly, no.
BetterHelp is
Harley.
online therapy that
'Cause
offers video, phone,
honestly,
and live chat sessions
I don't know.
with your therapist.
While
Don't
Harley does have
put on
access to
camera
like
if you don't
advanced
want to.
weaponry
It can be
too,
much more affordable than
she's
in-person
also very
therapy,
gifted
and
in
you can be matched with a
fisticuffs
therapist in under
as
48
well.
hours.
Give it a
As
try
we saw.
and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy.
So she can
As
get in
this show is
close.
sponsored by
If you
BetterHelp,
could get in
Death Battle
close,
viewers can
you
get
know.
10% off
Yeah.
their first month at BetterHelp.com/deathbattle.
That's BetterHelp.com/deathbattle.
All right, the combatants are set. We've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
And they say these games are rigged.
Oh, they went with the animated series Harley.
You emo pigeons! I'll show you a murder! Oh, I just love exploding stuff. Huh, I like exploding stuff too. Why don't I start with your head?
Fight!
Wait!
Like music.
Oh!
Stay still! I'm trying to shoot you!
Oh, teleport ability.
She's right behind you.
Thanks, pal. Traitor!
He kind of like, I'm sorry.
You're a real firecracker. Got a light? Oh, sure thing.
Oh, fuck.
Stop working around!
Yeah, this is exactly what I think it looks like from the outside. Oh, shit.
Oh, nuts. You just know. Got any games? No! My save file!
Nice save file. Oh!
Well, that's unfortunate.
I guess mirror maybe.
Sorry, soldier, too bad. To make up for it, I got you some nice
To the bunny killer frowny face.
Yeah.
smells like.
Oh, that thing that ramps up her.
No, the gas, that Harley.
Yeah, I know.
I am a doctor, and you ain't crazy. You don't have that same smile.
Remember where she raised raids. Yeah.
Ah, damn.
Wait, don't you want to get in close and savor my emotions as you deliver the final kill?
No.
Nah, bye.
Aww. You should be ashamed. You're a DC fan. What the hell, bro?
I don't know, I just want my gun
Don't
instant.
just stand there, Jinx. You just want a free teddy bear. What if it's Timbers?
This was a complicated
Oh, wow! They actually show.
at first blush.
Finally!
More direct
trying to
combat
show very
experience
much. What was
against
the
superpower
difference?
beings,
Less versatile
along with
here.
better training.
But Jinx's physical power, diabolical weaponry, and assortment of items were just enough to roast this Harlequin duck.
While Harley lifting over 1,200 pounds is impressive, Jinx can compete with Vi, whose gauntlets weigh 8 times that in the game.
Yeah,
And
remember
Jinx
they
can
said
take
that.
hits from a guy who can shake mountains. A bit beyond Harley's level of strength.
Harley may have been more naturally acrobatic, but Jinx's hex tech and intangibility matched and outclassed that mobility.
Yeah.
The teleporting tablet alone could control the entire fight, since Jinx could send herself or Harley just about anywhere.
And while Harley had a moderate healing factor, she's never regenerated entire body parts before. so a big enough kaboom would definitely kill her. And Jinx's weapons were strong enough to do just that. In order to destroy over 13,000 tons of rock,
I don't have enough in this
would need a
debate to go either way.
And Jinx's Hextech and Chemtech are similar to Lux's magic in speed and power.
Even if we scale Harley's durability to Batman surviving this massive explosion, the potency of Jinx's weaponry outpaces it more than 300 times.
Sure, Harley is legitimately intelligent, but so is Jinx, as evidenced by her inventions and routinely outwitting Vi and her task force. Plus, Jinx is typically distrusting of people she's just met, so Harley's potential mind games were likely to fall on skeptical ears.
Jinx was much more likely to shoot first and ask questions later.
Yeah.
Now, Harley still had her wide array of poisons and chemical agents, like the Joker Venom, which would kill most opponents in minutes. However, after living her whole life in the toxic cesspool of Zon, her tolerance for poisons is clearly much higher than a normal person. Not to mention, the Quicksilver Sash could simply end any unwanted effect on her. Ultimately, Harley couldn't stand up to Jinx's physical power, superior technology, or overwhelmingly explosive arsenal.
Harley clowned around only to get her bell rung by someone out of her league.
The winner is Jinx. Death Battle is back, and we've launched a brand new membership program for our YouTube channel. By directly supporting our team, you'll get unique emotes, badges, additional content, and more. Click that join button to see more info, and thanks for watching.
Ooh, Charlotte. Versus Daytona.
Cool.
Marvel versus DC, baby.
Cool, Battle of the Witches. Yeah, I enjoyed that overall. I still didn't see Arcane, but like, I mean, you can see the potential of Jinx and stuff like that. I don't really have a stance. I thought the battle was really fun. I really enjoyed the fight overall. It was very entertaining.
Like I said, I went with. I know pretty much for me being a DC fanboy, you know, it's like, why didn't you go with like Harley? And I'm like, let's just see, you know, where it went. Just because I saw what Jinx was capable of, I'm like, I don't think that Harley's gonna be able to keep up with all that. And that was right, you know, just the way she handled a lot of stuff. It was like it was full on. You know, Jinx the whole way through. That's why I'm like, and I like the, like you said, the new bit they added where it's like now they're showing the pretty much the pros and cons of why they may have won or lost that battle. Pretty much.
Yeah, I do like that. That's a nice little addition they're adding to this season.
Because there are times when you were like, just give us something like much easier.
Yeah, like I said, I enjoyed it. The battle was fun. I learned a lot about Arcane. I didn't know Harley was trained by the Amazons at one point, so
I know a little bit of that. The only one part I did not know about was the whole, you know, the physical strength or the healing factor that she has now.
Yeah, I didn't know about that. I did know Poison Ivy healed her. I didn't know she gave her a healing factor as well.
Yeah, and some slight strength.
Yeah, so other than that, if you're new to the channel, you hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about death battles, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
And I do apologize if I passed out maybe a couple times during this reaction. Very, you know, this very exhausting, that's it. But very exhausted, let's put it that way. But pretty much I was able to get through it all and enjoy the match. But what did you guys think of this death battle? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think Harley should have won? And why do you think she would have won? Or do you pretty much fully agree that Jinx, you know, was the winner the full way through? They had it right down to the key points. I mean, let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall to this death battle. But most importantly, thank you for watching.
And of course, I won't say you can watch the season finale episode of Death Battle. And instead, I'll tell you to check out our reactions to seasons 1 and 2 of Harley Quinn. Can't wait for season 3. But until next time, though, I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very crazy bitch-filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.